Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know for water and power in Occupy Mars. This has been highly requested, so I've got a simple little base set up here. I've got a medium solar panel set up there producing 36 kilowatts of power. I've got a transformer here, and I've got a battery with another transformer. And of course I've got a workshop with 2 airlocks and a ramp connected to it. Very simple, but this will hopefully give you all the information you need regarding power, and I'll get into the water and oxygen in a little bit. If you're at the start of the game and you've only got small solar panels, that's absolutely fine. This process is still the same. What you are going to need to do is place down a transformer. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's grab a transformer. Now this is where a lot of people have issues and where they get it wrong. They've got these arrows facing the wrong way. So, for example, if your solar panel's here, right, you want to flip these arrows facing away from your solar panel, like so. There we go. Remember, you do need a small circuit board for a transformer and batteries, so make sure you do have small circuit boards. What you need to do is have plenty of electrical cable and water cables, as you will be needing them later. So you want to go ahead and put one end of the cable in your solar panel and one in your number 1 socket, or whatever socket you like, but I like to be organized, and let's pop that in there. Now, if you do it wrong, let's, for example, and you have the arrows facing the opposite way, this will happen. It'll not go in. It's a little indication that you've got them facing the wrong way. So let's just go ahead and put that in there. As you can see now, if we just go to this panel, solar panel is producing, let's just clear all of them. The solar panel is producing 36 kilowatts of power coming into this transformer. But that isn't good enough because that power isn't going anywhere. So what we want to go ahead and do now is get another cable, place it in here. And then we want to go to the battery. The battery works exactly the same way as the transformer with the arrows. So let's go ahead and place that cable there. So let's just explain what's happened now. The solar panel is now generating 36 kilowatts of power. It's coming down this line, running into your transformer, like so. And 36 kilowatts of power is now going towards your battery, which is here. Now, this power is now being stored in the battery, and it can store up to 198 kilowatts of power, this battery, without any upgrades. So it's currently got a capacity of 12, and it has a power in of plus 36. So this will tick up over time. But what you can do now is get another cable, run it from the battery, and run it to the next transformer, like so. Oh, okay, Fortizar, what do you do next, you ask? So, right now, there are no objects connected to this transformer. So let's just go ahead and make sure no power is running to this transformer just yet. And what you want to do is come over to the workshop, which I have placed down conveniently for this video. And what you want to do is to get the actual number of the overall power the structure needs, not just the workshop, because the airlocks use power as well. You want to walk up to your airlock and look in the bottom left corner. You will see your airlock iris needs 2.5 power, but under it will say structure 15 power, and it's getting nothing. So your everything attached to this workshop in its entirety is requiring 15 power. So every time you build something inside the workshop, a new bench or something like that, that will get added to this tally as well. So always pay attention to that number. So what we want to do now is come back over to our final transformer, get another cable, pop that in there, run over to the power supply, which will be on whatever side you've got it on, and you want to go ahead and connect this. Now that that's connected power to your workshop, there's a couple of more steps you need to do so it actually receives the power. So now you're going to have to run over to your battery and remember the number of how much power overall your workshop is requiring. So you come to your battery, and now let's give this 15 kilowatts of power. So as you can see, it is now power out 15 kilowatts. And it's receiving 36, but 15 of that's now going out. But this capacity will continue going up as it has 19 kilowatts still spare of power. So this will keep on going up and filling up the battery. So go ahead and close that. And now come to the transformer, which is connected to the workshop. What we want to do is give 100% of that power, which is 15 kilowatts, because that's all you're receiving from the battery. The workshop is now receiving 15 kilowatts of power. Let's go back to the workshop and see if the airlock's open. And that's how you know you've got enough pressure. All the lights are on and the airlocks are opening up. Of course, like I said, the more you add inside the building, the more your power usage is going to go up. So I'd highly recommend you always keep a tab on what your usage is, because your airlocks will just disable and it becomes a bit of a pain. There are upgrades available in the game if you find the abandoned tablets as well for the transformer and the battery. So let's just go ahead and take a look at what they are. You have the transformer upgrade. So let's go ahead and place one of them down. They just snap onto the white side of the transformer. So make sure your placements for future proofing yourself. So you can go ahead and just snap on them like so. These don't require any circuit boards though for the upgrades. As you can see, it gives you a lot more plug sockets to work with. Exactly the same with the battery pack as well. It doesn't require any circuit boards whatsoever. Let's go ahead and place one of them. And you can really stick quite a few upgrades on each end of the transformers and the battery packs as well. So let's go ahead and take a look now. Since I've upgraded the battery pack, it now has 495 kilowatts an hour worth of power. One final thing I do want to touch on before moving on to the water is, remember there is a day-night cycle in Occupy Mars. So if you're running power throughout the day for certain items like your airlocks and stuff like that, you do need that power during the night. So you will have to make sure you're always having a surplus of power stored in batteries, so your base can operate during the night. This will also come very important when you start growing crops as well. Okay, so here we are at the water spot. Ignore all of that because that's for my main base. What you're going to need here is a well. So the first thing first is let's go ahead and build a well. Let's have the power connector there. Let's go ahead and build this well. The good thing about the well, you don't need a small circuit board either. So it's really good. So we've got the power connection here, which is going to be handy, which I'll touch on in a minute. So now you've got your well. This is really basic. If I just wanted water, I'd be able to just go ahead and connect my water cable to this and then run this all the way to my base like so, and connect this blue cable here to the blue box on the wall. And now the structure is receiving water. So right at the start of the game, that is how you connect water to your workshop. As you can see, there is a green box on the wall, which is your oxygen. So let's go ahead and show you how to connect oxygen to a building. Okay, since you've got the well down now, you're going to have the well upgrade. This is from an abandoned tablet, which you'll have to find out in the world when you're exploring. And you will unlock this item here, Sabatier Reactor Well Upgrade. So you want to go ahead and just click that, and it will attach to the side of your well. So you want to go ahead and place that and construct that. What this will start doing now is taking water and start breaking it down into O2. As you can see, you cannot connect your water O2 connection to the Sabatier reactor. You will just end up dropping it on the floor. What you need to do is build yourself an oxygen tank. Don't worry, this unlocks the minute you get the Sabatier reactor, as it's a part of the same abandoned tablet upgrade. So you want to go ahead and grab your oxygen tank, and this connects straight to your Sabatier reactor like so. Again, go ahead and build it, and there you have it. Now you have a green connection here. What you can do with this is now connect your oxygen and O2 cable to this, and you can run this now to your workshop or your greenhouse like so. You just want to go ahead and connect this to the green outlet like you did with the water. There we go. Your workshop has water and oxygen running to it, along with having power. What you also can do is you can go ahead and disconnect the water cable from here, from the well. Sounds crazy, I know, and just drop it there. And you can go and build yourself a water tank. So what this will do is it will start filling up with surplus water. And this will work exactly the same way as the O2 tank. But now all surplus water will start filling up in this tank. And you will have a continuous supply of water. only if your well is remained powered. If you come to your well and take a look at the panel on the rear, you will see that you're supplied with 5 kilowatts an hour worth of energy, but it's using 10 kilowatts an hour energy. This is because it has the Sabatier reactor connected to it. It is producing 6 liters an hour of water, and it's got 27.9 liters of water stored in the water tank which we've just built. This solar panel is actually functional, and this is what's providing the 5 kilowatts an hour. So what you're going to have to do is get a cable from one of your transformers which we built, and you need to connect it to this so it runs throughout the night, so you keep on generating oxygen and water throughout the night. Okay, so here I am back at our transformers. What we want to go ahead and do is connect a power cable and run this down to our well. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect this. As you can see, it's producing no energy. Remember at the beginning of the video how I said everything was controlled for your battery, the usage, and how much you can save and fill up your batteries? We've only got 15 kilowatts worth of power going out at the minute, and that's to feed the workshop and the airlocks. The new water setup we've just set up costs 10 kilowatts. So obviously we don't have enough power outgoing now. So we're going to have to increase the outage of the power to 25. So this will start powering the water throughout the night as long as you have enough power surplus to keep the batteries full and everything turned on. So let's go ahead and give this a juice up to 25. Okay, so now 25 kilowatts worth of power is going out, but we've still got 11 kilowatts of power being stored in the batteries as a reserve. So what you need to do now is come to the output transformer. You might see this where all the power has gone into your workshop or something like that. All you have to do is reduce it to the 15 kilowatts it needs, and then give the last 10 kilowatts to your well, like so. 15 kilowatts go to your workshop, and now 10 kilowatts going to your well and your Sabatier reactor. You now have oxygen and water flowing into your workshop, fully powered now, and you should be okay during the night. If you start having worries with your power during the night, all you've got to do is upgrade your solar panels. How many you will, that depends on what you've got built though. So more solar panels and more batteries. The more batteries you have, the more you can store. Remember, the battery pack upgrades attached to the side of your batteries. The more you keep on adding them, the more energy you will be able to store, depending on how many solar panels you've got and what you've got built inside your workshops, etc. And just to show you on the well how this looks now, let's go ahead and click on that. Supply 10 kilowatts and usage 10 kilowatts. So this is absolutely fine now. Another thing I nearly forgot is you can charge up your ATV here with just regular power cables as long as they're connected to a power source. You just plug them in there like anything else. The ATV will act as a structure though. The minute you connect that up, you will have to make sure it's getting enough power as much as you like via the transformer and the battery pack like I've already showed you. That goes for the rover as well. You can also power that up along with the oxygen as well. You can feed the rover oxygen and fill up your O2 tanks on the rover. Thank you very much for watching. As always, let me know down in the comments what you thought of this video and what guide you want to see next for Occupy Mars. If you did enjoy this, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers, and honestly, you guys have been very supportive. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all again very soon.